Hello. Well, I just got like halfway through this card and my camera stopped. But I will start from the beginning. I will show you what we have, okay? Crikey, it's thrown me right off now. I mean, you know, I'm confused most of the time, but okay. So I'm using the Merry Christmas stamp from the Long Time No See. I've already stamped it. Okay, now I'm going to explain what these bits and pieces are as we go along. I've got that one out of the way now, right? In this suite that you don't know about yet, it's coming out in the new September to December mini catalogue. Hey, did I say who I was? Jill Lancet. See, I'm rattled, guys. I'm absolutely rattled. Anyway, beautiful stamps, beautiful sentiments, and they're not all Christmassy. But in this set, you also get these gorgeous dies. This is a suite or a collection. So you get these gorgeous dies. There's two sizes of labels. You've got two lots of foliage. I think that one actually was there. I'm not sure. You've got these beautiful doves, and the paper is gorgeous. You also get an embossing folder, and it's one of those, look, you could use this for Christmas. You could use this for other occasions. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pop this behind it. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. It's beautiful. It is called Peaceful Greenery 3D embossing folder. The dies are Peace on Earth dies. The stamps are called Peace on Earth. And we have some gorgeous papers. I haven't got them here. I'm not using those papers tonight. The papers I am using are from, I think it's more or less designed to be I don't know why I thought this, but a scrapbooking kit. It's called Weekend Adventures. Now, you can just buy the paper, but you can buy the paper like it's a bonus kit. It's got the paper in it. It's also got stickers and things like that in it. But beautiful. You get these gorgeous designs, very outdoorsy, very blokey, dare I say. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead. So what I've done is I've cut out a basic white large label. I've cut out a Mossy Meadow large label. You can see they're the same. You can see it puts this gorgeous little border on there as well. Then I stamped the smaller one. I cut the smaller one out and I've stamped that with Peace on Earth. This one I've stamped Merry Christmas. They're both in the Mossy Meadow. Then I've used the gorgeous dove die and I've put that little sprig in his mouth. Now, I could have moved that up. Look, let me just tell you, okay? That is those two pieces there. I've already made a bow. The next thing I did was I saw this on Pinterest and I had to sit down and work it all out. So I drew some triangles, two triangles, and then this funny little house shape. I have cut them out. I've got the measurements there. I will put the measurements below, okay? I've cut them out. I cut two out, a large one, and I just cut them out with scissors. A large one and a small one out of Mossy Meadow. I have a large one and two small ones out of Old Olive. And what I've done is I have simply taken my blending brush with the Mossy Meadow on it. Just bear with me, guys. Ugh. And I've just dobbled that on there. Just like that. Okay? Just to give it a bit of interest. So that's that. And I did the same thing on this one here as well. I just did the same thing, dobbled a bit of the Mossy Meadow. Right, we're up to speed now. These are also in those gorgeous papers, and I had a strip left over, so I just basically cut the strip in half and then cut those strips in half again. This is all going to come clear very, very soon. We have a Mossy Meadow standard card base. I have a matte 1 in Old Olive. I have a matte 2 in that gorgeous tree designer series paper. So we've got that like that. And I have an extra piece of designer series paper. Now, in Australia, it is 14.3 by, where's my piece of paper? Where is my piece of paper? Hang on. By 17.5. Yes, 17.5. Let me measure that. $17.5, or in the US it will be 5 by 7 inches. Okay, now we're going to do something special with this piece. I hope this camera does not conk out, because I was just about to do all of this, and for some reason or other, you know, my spidey senses told me something was not kosher. Now look, I'm going to only use the scoring blade. Of course, I've knocked something down. Now look, my paper is directional, so I want my scores to come up from the bottom. Okay, so in Australia, I want them to be at 2.5 intervals. I want 4 of them. So I'm going to start at 10. I'm going to go 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5. If you are in the US, you will start at 4 inches, and you will mark 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inches. Okay, so I hope this turns out, guys, because this is largely untested. Right, so don't score too hard, because you may tear your designer series paper. Okay, but you do want to score it enough. So I'm moving that from 10, I'm moving it over 2.5, which brings me to 7.5. If you're in the US, you've now moved it across to 3. And I'm scoring. I'm going to move this across to 5, which is another 2.5 measurement. In the US, you would have that on 2. And the last one is 2.5 or 1 inch. Okay. Now, let me show you what I have here. You might be able to see that. I hope you can. 1, 2, 3, 4 scores. And I want to fold those and really give them a nice burnish. So I'm going to fold them all this way. Now, this is your opportunity to make sure that's all lined up, okay? So I'm just going to keep folding them and line them up. And fingers crossed this turns out. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think the rain's getting to me, guys. Right. Now, as you can see, I've kind of got this tube at the bottom. Okay. But what I want to do is I want to fold this top one, the first one that's got the long end. I want to fold that back on itself. Now, this is where it might get a little bit confusing. So you can see now that I will have a square tube on the bottom of this. Okay. Now, that is going to go on the inside of our card. So I've got my card here, and I'm going to open this. And what I want to do is I want to I want to fold this down like this, okay? So I've flattened my tube. Let me show you. I've flattened my tube just like that. I've folded this piece up and this piece under. Okay. And then I'm going to lay it on the top of the card. This is the back of the front. So our front of our card is there, and this is the back of our front. So what I want to do is I want to slide this down so that that meets the fold. So I'm going to fold that up like that, all right? Make sure that's in the right spot, okay? I'm going to put some tear and tape just on this panel here, okay? It doesn't have to stay in position while you're doing this, but I just want you to understand how this is going to work, okay? So I'm going to pop some tear and tape along the bottom here. Oops, not that close. Okay. Now I can't tear this for peanuts, so just bear with me. So I'm putting one on the bottom of that panel, right near the fold. And if I were to fold this over, you can see where I'm going to put that. I'm going to put it at the top of the fold, okay? Just like that. Now, while I've got it in this position, I'm actually going to put some on, let me just think what would be the best way to do this. What would be the easiest way for you guys for me to do this? Okay, I think what we'll do is, yep, okay. We'll take the covering off those two, okay? So this is the second bottom one, okay? Score, 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 score. I've put these two strips on the second bottom one, okay? I'm going to take that off now. I hope I don't forget what I've got to do while I'm talking. Hang on, hang on. I am deathly afraid of doing this wrong. Right, this stuff is very, very sticky, and it's very, very tricky to get off. So yeah, you might want to sort of sort this right out yourself. So what I want to do is I want to start that again. So I'm going to fold those two pieces in like that so they meet, okay? And I'm going to lay this down so that the border is lovely. Let me just see where it is. I've got this on the fold. I want it on the fold, okay? All my borders are kind of lined up. And then I'm going to close the card from the bottom, okay? Just going to close the card from the bottom. Now you can give that a really good burnish with your bone folder. Okay, so now we've got this weird looking thing. So what I want to do is now I want to put some tear and tape on this bit. So this is, if this is the front of the card, okay, we're going to open this up. We're going to pull this down, fold this over, and put tear and tape on there, okay? I know there's probably a very easy way to do this, but I'm sorry. I'm apologising now for the way my brain works. Right, okay. Okay, so now I've got that. Give that a little bit of a burnish. And I'm going to take, I'm going to take this off. And then I'm going to close the card while this is folded down, okay? So I've got this down. It's got tear and tape on it. This is the front of the card. Yep, I think that's right. Yep, I'm going to fold that over. Crikey, cross your fingers, guys. Okay, now all I need to do is to put some glue on this panel and then line that up in there. I think that's possibly the easiest way to do that, okay? Right, so we've got this now, and we're going to pop some glue on here. I hope that's in camera. I'm going to scream if it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that down just so that it fits within the framework of the card, and then I'm going to close it. Now just give that a little bit of a back rub, and we should have a little card that is going to pop up. So you can just have that like that, and that should pop up like that. So when you look at it, you can see your little tube. And then we're going to decorate the front, and then we're going to decorate the inside. Okay, so I've got that. I think I might put some Mossy Meadow just around the edges of this Designer Series paper. It is a little bit too close in colour to the old olive, so I'm just going to define that a little bit just by running the edge through this ink pad. And it doesn't matter if it's not, you know, perfect. I hope you guys have had a great week. As I said, it's been raining pretty much all week, and yeah, I'm kind of over it now. I went out today, I got absolutely soaked, so yeah. So I'm going to glue that on there. You probably don't even notice that until I get that up against there. So let's pop some liquid glue on here. I hope you guys don't mind the inner workings of my brain when I'm doing these things, because yeah, I didn't have anything to copy. I had to sort of make it up as I went along. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. Same thing. I'm just going to glue that down. And then we're going to pop these gorgeous things on here. So that little bit of ink just on the edges there, it just gives that little bit of definition to where that ends. Now I'm going to pop this up here like this. I definitely am. I'm going to just put my tea rule. Now I've just cut these. They're just strips. Okay, so I'm just going to pop my tea rule where I want that. I think around about there. And I'm just going to glue those on. But I want them straight, so that's why I've put the tea rule on there. Now they were cut with the little guillotine, so they are going to be nice and straight. Now I hope that's straight. I think it's straight. Just going to pop a little bit of glue on this one. I just thought that was a really nice contrast. I was actually going to put the ribbon on, and then I thought, oh, it's too green. It's too green. What's going on there? Actually, we'll turn that around because that bit has got a bit ripped off it. You can see it right there. Look at that. I like it. I mean, I don't know if it would constitute blokey bloke, but yeah. What do you think? Then I thought I'd pop these up. Have I got some? Yes, I've got some. I just thought I'd pop these up onto dimensionals. There we go. I like to use the edges sometimes. Let's have a look here. Oh, I'm getting all stuck on it, guys. Oh, that's got a bit of paper on it, so that's good. That's got a bit of paper on it. Did you know you can kind of curve them? Did you know that? I didn't until recently. And then you can just fill it in with little bits and pieces. So, yeah. And maybe a bit in there. I don't know. What do you think? Let's pop that on there. Ugh. Hang on. Oh dear. Look, I'm nearly there. Yep. What do you think about that? I'm just going to go a little bit above centre, kind of just eyeballing that, hoping that it's in the centre. What do you think? And then, where are they? I got these little gold, what are they called? Iridescent gold foil gems. I thought I'd put a couple of those around, and I wanted to pop this bow on, and I wanted it to be in the gold. Yeah, but I don't know where I'm going to put that. Don't know. Where am I going to put it? Maybe there. What do you think? Yep. Glue dot. We need a glue dot. And then we've still got decorating on the inside of the card to do, guys. I mean, this may not be the one that you're going to make 500 of. But, you know, for those special card-worthy people, yeah, you can go the extra mile. Let me put a couple of these on here, there, and everywhere. So we've got 2 sizes. 1, 2, oops. Where am I going to put another one? Maybe up there. Maybe a big one up there. Okay, let's have him half poked in. Yeah, I like that sometimes. What do you reckon about that? Okay, let's get to the middle of this card, and it's quite simple from here on, guys. So we've got our little pop-up element, and I thought I might do the same thing. I might just pop these 2 strips across here. Just glue them straight down like that. And this is where you're going to write. Okay, so we'll just pop a bit of glue. Everything's sticking to everything tonight. Crikey. Hang on. Let me put a bit of glue in here. This was like an afterthought, to be honest. So wherever I put that, I want it to be straight. Is that straight? Does that look straight? I'm not over the top. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm sorry if this one's going to be a bit of a long one tonight, but yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. But I really liked this. I thought this was really, really clever and really kind of cute. Now, I don't know if that's straight. Looks straight to me. I'm going to pop this straight down, and you're going to be able to write your message on there. You may want to do that before you glue it in, just to save the bumpiness of that designer series paper under there. There we go, look at that. And now I'm going to take all these triangles. Now these I'm not doing anything else with. But this one here, what did I do? Here it is. Just to match the paper, and I'm just going to show you a close-up of that tree. So it's got a line down the middle, and then it's just got triangles all over it. So I thought I would take the writing point of this and just pop the line down the middle, all the way down the middle. And then I just thought I would do a series of, and they don't have to be perfect, guys. Just to mimic what is on the designer series paper. What do you think about that? Then I thought I'd just go back the other way. It's very naive. That's what they call that in the art world. Yep. And look, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there you are. And now I'm just going to glue these onto here at different levels. So let me just put and look. Let me put and look, guys. Hang on, what have we got? So okay, so we'll pop this guy on here first, and you only want to put glue on the bottom half of this. I'm going to pop him there like that. Okay. I'm going to pop this one just going to pop this one just a bit lower, just like that. Hope you can see this. Now I'm sorry I didn't get the clever person's name that, you know, designed this. Now, of course, you can just close that and give it a second. This one I wanted sort of over here. Now, he can be up, down, indifferent or whatever. I don't want him in the centre, though, because I want to pop a couple of these over here like that. Yep. Okay, so we'll pop this one on. Hang on. Pop that one there like that. I'll pop the big one in front of it. And remember, we just, you know, smushed a bit of ink on there like that. He can go on like that. And we'll pop this little one. Which side is which? Doesn't matter. Look, they're not even perfect triangles. Okay. So he can go like that. We'll put a little bit of glue there. And he can go like that. I've got them at different levels, different orientations, and this guy, he can be there. Now I'm going to stand up, I'm going to have a look at this and show you what, and look at what you can see. Actually, he can go a bit higher, I think. Now I'm going to line them all up, and then I'm just going to close that. And yeah, crikey, tell me what you think, guys. Something a bit unusual. If I had any gems to hand that were that colour, I might have added those. That bird is absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that bird? That ribbon is beautiful. Now, it's two-sided. It's like green and gold on one side and gold on the other side. Now, I chose the gold because they've got gold flecks in it, okay? And then when you open it, you've got this little forest that stands up on your desk or on your table, on your mantelpiece. I really wouldn't depend on that to stand up for very long. Sign your name. You can have that standing up like that. But what a surprise inside, hey? I just thought it was cute. Let me know what you think. I could have probably inked around those trees that are in the old olive. I didn't think of it, to be honest. But guys, I'm sorry that you know the front half of this video did not turn out, but I'm happy with that. Now, you could even stamp or cut out that little sprig and pop that in there if you wanted to, but I thought that might be just enough to put a message on. If not, you've always got the back of the card. You can pop a panel on the back. Please let me know what you think about that. I saw that and I thought that was just cute. I mean, you can put as many trees. You can glue some more trees on the background if you wanted to. Yeah. Jill Lancet. Like, subscribe and share. Share this till the cows come home. I think it's a cute little card. Pop into the comments. Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from and tell me what you think. Thumbs up or not? One last look. One look at inside. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, have a great weekend. Oh, did I tell you that they are phasing these out? Did I tell you that already? I can't remember. It could have been in the bit that got chopped off. They will be phasing these out. Keep your eye out. I don't know if they're going to be discounting them for that particular reason, but yeah, no more stamp and write markers. Okay, no more stamp and write markers. Anyway, look, thank you so much. Please keep yourselves safe. If you're in Sydney, this weather is abominable. Keep yourself safe from the weather. And, yeah, take care of yourselves. Be kind. Thank you so much. Hooray. Bye for now.